Welcome, dear viewers and followers of the Professional Hunting Channel, to a new video. Today's video discusses the geographical distribution of the African buffalo endemic to the African continent. The buffalo is one of the most successful mammals in terms of geographical distribution, abundance, and biomass. Its range covers almost all natural ecosystems south of the Sahara. It mainly inhabits savannas with high herbaceous biomass, but also occupies dry shrubland as well as grassy clearings in dense tropical rainforests, and can live at altitudes above 2,500 meter, such as in Aberdare National Park in Kenya. The African buffalo penetrates arid biomes, where surface water is permanently available. Overlaying the African buffalo's current continental range with mean annual rainfall, figure 4.1, shows that 95% of the buffalo's range comprises areas with more than 450 millimeters of rainfall, mini 150 millimeters, max 4,000 millimeters. African buffalo formerly occupied the entire savanna zone stretching between Senegal, Gambia, and Guinea, and Ethiopia and Eritrea, and from there south to the Cape of Good Hope, with the exception of drylands. African buffalo did not colonize islands such as Zanzibar or Mafia, although they did colonize Bioko Island, Equatorial Guinea, from where they were extirpated sometime between 1860 and 1910. There is no paleontological evidence of the presence of the African buffalo in North Africa or the Nile Valley to the north of Khartoum. In North Africa, the aurochs, Bos primigenius, wild ancestor of domestic cattle, occupied a similar niche, perhaps preventing the buffalo's spread to the north. Buffalo could have expanded their range in eastern and southern Africa during the last ice age due to the extinction of possible competitors, such as Pelorovis antiquus and Elephas reckii. As for the current distribution, in areas of high human densities, people and their activities caused large discontinuities to arise in the historical distribution of African buffalo. Although according to our estimates, its population remains above 500,000 individuals and has been above that level since at least the last human generation. The species distribution range has been severely reduced since the 19th century, as there were no reliable estimates of its total population prior to the assessment undertaken by East. We cannot determine whether the current population is smaller than that which existed prior to the Great Rinderpest epidemic of the 1880s. The shrinkage of the species range was the result of the combined effects of anthropogenic impacts such as rangeland conversion, poaching, disease outbreaks and political unrest, and climatic events such as droughts. At present, most savanna populations, i.e. the three subspecies except S. c. nanus, are confined to protected areas, including trophy hunting areas. Since the 19th century, the expansion of livestock has gradually generated direct competition for space and resources, and has led to large and destructive epidemics in African buffalo populations. Exotic rinderpest was historically the most devastating disease for buffalo populations throughout Africa, leading to extreme reductions in population densities and local extinctions. The most severe population collapse occurred in the 1890s. With mortality rates estimated at 90–95% across the continent. This was followed by other episodes throughout the 20th century. The World Organization for Animal Health, WOA, formerly OIE, declared rinderpest eradicated in Africa in 2011. Last case reported in 2001.